Hey everybody, welcome back to Silent Hill F. We are in the grand finale. Hopefully. Maybe. Let's see how it goes. So last time we left off, I believe we had cleared most of the enemies around this area. We're at the tree, so we gotta go back to our house. I did not clear these around here because I'm not sure, I don't remember if you can go back after you head up to Hinako's house. And also that's a long way back to go after clearing those enemies. So I think we're just gonna have to tackle them with the regular sword. Sans the cursed powers it has on it. It's just gonna turn into a regular blade. So yeah, I guess we might as well just go head over there right now. It shouldn't be too bad since we do have the Omomoris that can preserve it from taking damage, but it's gonna be a lot weaker now. Because we actually had to go and baptize it at that shrine. Yeah, it's not near the tree, is it? I remember the basin you gotta use is near the old shrine, so I believe it's up here, isn't it? Oh well, we'll see. I believe that's why it's painted red, right? Because of the red blood in the basin. So I'm pretty sure it is this way. No enemies around. We pretty much killed all of them in the area. It's just the ones afterwards that I'm worried about. Okay, yeah, it's gotta be somewhere in this area here. Behind Shu's house. I hope there's no more enemies at any rate. I don't think they respawn once you kill them, so there shouldn't be any ones left. Yeah, this is the old shrine. Alright, here we go. Bye-bye, cursed sword. It's been a good time, but we gotta let you go. I guess it's symbolic of Hinako letting go of her hatred and anger. But we did not take the medicine, which is crucial. Look at it getting dipped into that nice red Kool-Aid.
I'm fine now. From now on, I can take a stand on my own.
Yep, it's just a plain old sword now. It's just an antique. Like Henry Jones Jr. would say, it belongs in a museum. Yep, it will no longer provide you with any protection. It will no longer repair itself. It is just a sword now. Oh well. make sure we have the right omamori placed before we go hitting anyone with it. Yeah, while using focus, it won't decrease. So basically, from now on, whenever we use that sword, we gotta pretty much hold focus the entire time, because or else it's gonna get broken pretty easily. As we saw from the previous playthrough, it is not durable at all. If you've seen Samurai Cop, everybody, what does katana mean? Means crappy Japanese sword. Because they break so easily. That movie is a riot. It's one of those so bad it's good movies. And it spawned several pretty hilarious memes. Funny thing is, they made a sequel to it many years later. I think it was like, like maybe 2018, 2017, and I heard it sucked terribly. I think the Discord group I belonged to watched it for movie night, but I wasn't a member of it yet, so I didn't get to see that, but yeah, I've heard it was horrible. And what else would you expect? You know, the original was a masterpiece. Because it was so bad, it's good. Obviously, if you try to recapture the magic many years later, it's not quite going to work out. Plus, I think the guy had much shorter hair this time. They couldn't really get that long, luscious hair they had on him originally, which they then replaced with a wig halfway through the filming. Like, the making of that movie is almost more interesting than the movie itself. The movie itself is kind of trash, but the making of it it has some fascinating stories. You can learn a lot, but
Even
you can
the
learn a
town?
lot
I need to hurry home.
from the struggles of those independent movies, those low budget movies, and what they have to do to get stuff done. You can learn a lot about filmmaking from hearing through all the troubles that they went to. Well, I don't really care about saving Ebisugoka so much. Ebisugoka's a dump, but we still gotta get home. You know, we gotta get home for our sake, not because we want to save this crappy ass town. If I had my way, the fog would just devour it. It would just stay like this permanently, but we gotta get home anyway. Okay, so yeah, this area is gonna be clustered with monsters all throughout this here, so we're just gonna try to ignore most of them if we can. And if not, we'll just hold down focus so that we don't use up our weapon durability. But I'm gonna try to run past them. We already fought them 3 times before. We don't need to fight them a 4th time. Unless they make us.
Wait. This place is still untouched?
Yep, and now we know it's untouched because this was the first place where she ever met Koroyuki for the first time. So of course he's gonna do his best to preserve it. And her memory is gonna do her best to preserve it.
Blood! He's bleeding! Somebody! Help! I'll go get a grown-up!
Calm down. It's just scared. That's all. It's okay. No need to be afraid. You alright? That's a lot of blood. Gotta get you fixed up.
Thanks.
Young
Are you
Hinako the
alright?
medic.
How dare it bite kids! Beat that thing to death!
I'm Kotoyuki. What's your name?
I'm Hinako. Shimizu Hinako.
I didn't even remember that.
I think that guy making that comment might have been one reason why the Fox deity decided to get revenge on this town. You know, I heard it making that death threat, and it was like, it reported back to all the other Fox spirits, and it was like, you know what, fuck you guys, we're gonna get even with you eventually. More Higashi, exactly what we needed. Ah shit, we gotta find a freaking shrine. We did not trade the damn it, we did not trade the 2 items, so we gotta find a shrine somewhere, then go back and then trade it again. Let's see how... Oh hell no. I was gonna say, let's see how much of a difference it is between the regular and the 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 non-cursed sword, but we gotta find a shrine first. And no way am I dealing with that spitting one with the sword. Let's lure this one over here. God damn it, why did it run away? Now we're stuck dealing with this asshole here. Alright. Let's get the axe. Just die already. Man. Damn fool. Oh, our axe is looking rough. Because the thing is, remember, we can't hold focus because she can't do a heavy attack, it's too large. She doesn't have that Harry Mason strength, so we gotta just do light attacks. And even though it costs less durability to do light attacks, it still takes damage, so we're gonna be using up some of those kits. But this one we can handle with the regular sword. Let's see how much of a difference it makes. Come on. Hello? You know what, screw this. Not waiting for you all day. Okay, so it's still pretty good compared to the regular weapons like the crowbar and the knife and stuff like that, but it's lost a bit of its edge, obviously. It doesn't have a cursed evil spirit possessing it anymore, so it's kind of dull now, but whatever, it's still a sword. We can still cut things with it. Where the hell's that shrine? Let's cut this in half.
My town.
Oh, there it is right there.
It's nothing but a hive of monsters now.
I think it was always a hive of monsters, Hinako. I think the monsters were just human. Now you see it for what it really is, you know? It's like Silent Hill 2 when James steps into the hotel. He first sees it as this beautiful paradise-looking building, like he remembered it. And then after a certain revelation, you go outside, you look at it, and now he sees it as it really is, this burnt-down piece of crap. That's pretty much what this town is. This town was always this grotesque. You just didn't see it. You didn't see it with your eyes because she wrote about it in the journal about how fucked up it was. So it was always this way, Hinako. It was always a hellscape. It just didn't look like it until now. Alright, let's sell all this crap. Sell the Ramune, sell the Hagashi. Wait, I mean sell the sushi. And the carcass. And the fuck it, let's sell the chocolate too, whatever. We'll keep the divine water to restore our sanity. Alright, now we can go pick up some crap. If I can remember where to go. Because we gotta go back. Okay, this leads to one of those pregnant boo monsters that I don't like fighting, so we're gonna save that for last. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, a new box. Oh, it's a piece of chocolate. That's kind of extra. We got this mystical ass box for a piece of chocolate. Shit. I guess that's the fox gods blessing us with the holy chocolate for our troubles. Yeah, like sorry your town's a hellhole now, but here's some chocolate to make up for it. It's a start. Maybe some gold would be better instead, you know? No, wait, this is the wrong way. Is it? No, wait, this is the right way. It's over here. Absolutely nothing. We know there's one of those dolls around here. Oh, hell no. Is that the mother trying to make a stand? Like, oh, I won't let you see her off unless you apologize to her. Because if it is, it's too late, bitch. It's way too late. And we're not fighting this jackass. We're just gonna run past him. Get that carcass. Get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for you bullshit ass monsters. Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh, he sounds angry. We're too freaking bad. You can go rot. Piece of shit. I don't have time for you clowns. Yeah, like I guess the mother was trying to take a stand, but it's way too late at this point. Way too late. You should have done that years ago, bitch. It is way too late at this point to start making up for it now. Trying to keep several slots open because we know we're gonna find more stuff. Should we sell the Hagashi too? Because we got 6 of those things. Should we just sell 3? We only need 3. There we go. We should use up some of the bandages and toolkits as we move along, so that should be alright. Let me just double check something about the end because I think it said you had to purify the sword, right? You have to purify but not get the medicine. Requirements. Hopefully Google doesn't give me anything spoiler about it. Okay, yeah, purify the sword and offer the brooch. Okay, so we're fine. Just double checking. So I guess offering the brooch kind of counters the purifying the sword, and also since we didn't get the medicine, yeah, I guess we can save. Yeah, I guess they two cancel each other out. Okay, I know now we're gonna fight that stupid ass monster again, the pregnant one. Honestly, we should probably use a kid on the axe now because I don't want to hit that thing with an axe and then it just breaks. There we go. I'm gonna use the hammer up first. Then we'll hit it with the axe. Oh, here it comes.
I'm not going to become one of you!
Oh, I forgot we gotta take out this one first. Okay, now we make our move. God damn, why is it spitting its stupid ass eggs? And it's gotta be these assholes too. You rotten bitch. Junko, go fuck off. I hate that move that stuns you like that. I hate it in Silent Hill 2 and I hate it here also. I hope they don't bring it back for Silent Hill 1. That would suck. Okay, it's time to switch to the axe. Hit it with the hammer again. First we gotta heal up. Eat our candy, that'll heal us up. Nothing stronger than sugar. Oh, it's dead. Here comes this bitch. Come here. Are you gonna fight? Too freaking bad. I'm not waiting around all day for you. I hate those guys. The pregnant ones. Those suck. They suck almost as much as Junko herself. Man, how disappointed was that? We thought Junko was this nice supportive older sister at first, and then we realized he was a piece of shit too, like almost everyone else. Like, how disappointing is that? Junko was a scumbag all along. And I'm still not halfway convinced that she's not actually married to someone in that cult. Like, it's just she's just a rotten person too, the same as her father, same as her mother. Like, the only good one in the family actually is Hinako. Everyone else sucks. So how disappointing is that? The supportive older sister turned out to be a scumbag the whole time, all along. Look at that, more Higashi. More Higashi. So I was thinking about what other games I'm gonna play next time. It may sound like a big surprise. I think I'm actually gonna play some Snoopy games. I've been interested in Snoopy lately. I think I'm gonna play Snoopy versus the Red Baron on the PS2. I played that game a long time ago, and even though it was pretty fun, I never finished it. I wasn't really into flight simulators, but that one's pretty cool with a Peanuts theme, obviously, and it's a World War I flying sim with Snoopy telling it, and the Peanuts gang recounting, you know, the story as of the Red Baron, with them being like air marshals and stuff like that, you know, from World War I. Oh, what's here? Oh, that's an Emma. Okay, that's to upgrade. We need one more. Oh, here's where we're gonna offer the brooch. This is important, but let me just finish my thought. So yeah, I played that game a long time ago, never finished it, so I figured now's pretty much a good time to do it. And then after that, I also got Snoopy's Grand Adventure, which I also started a long time ago, never finished it. I don't know if I wanted to play another platformer besides Astrobot or Donkey Kong or something like that, so I think that'll be a nice fun time. It should be what, like 2 videos or 3, but either way, should be some fun videos to do. Snoopy's always cool. So yeah, I'm gonna continue with that alongside the more serious games like Blood Omen 2 and Resident Evil 2 and RoboCop. But yeah, it's I think it'll be a nice fun time if I can get it working on the PS2. Oh shit, that actually reminds me, I never replaced the cable for the PS2. I gotta actually do that, or else we can't use the console. Fuck, we actually have to buy another one of those cables. Oh well, we still got time. Let's offer this mysterious cloaked statue's brooch. Here you go. Take it. Take this goddamn awful wedding gift from that human fox god hybrid. Here, take it. I don't want it anymore. Give it a damn brooch.
You've given me an amazing gift. Thank you so much. I appreciate the sentiment. But I need more time to find out if I'm worthy of accepting this.
What if it just came to life in that moment? I started talking to her. Oh, look at it getting absorbed. Or calcified, or who knows what. A gift I cannot accept. Alright, so from now on we are flying solo. The time loop is broken. There's no turning back. This is our final path, pretty much. This is our one do-over that we get. So, we better make it count, Hinako. Because there's no going back after this. Whatever spell that thing was doing to keep us in this cycle, it's broken. So, yeah, this is pretty much the last. This is the last hurrah. Thanks for all your support, Kuroyuki. We might have to kick your ass one more time, but I guess thank you for some of the help you gave us. This guy we are not thanking, he can just stay there. That guy can just stay puking there. I don't know, like I said, Koroyuki, he's not... Like I was telling someone on Discord, he's not wholly evil. You know, he's more complicated than that, but... Like I said to that person on Discord, I think he has severe misunderstanding of human nature, pretty much, Koroyuki. He doesn't really understand what people need. Because obviously he's not human, or he's not fully human at any point. You know, at any rate, so he doesn't really understand. Because he thinks, oh, giving her all this money and all this wealth and blah blah blah, I became a rich, famous, influential man to win your trust and win your hand in marriage. And that's not really what it's about. Like, money can help, definitely, but it's deeper connection she's wanting than just money. You know, she doesn't want somebody to just spoil and pamper her entire life. Otherwise she would have just married any old rich guy from the village, you know, regardless of what her parents thought. She needs something more, and I don't think he can provide it any more than Shu can provide it, because, you know, Shu's just her partner and friend, but he's clearly shady, and he's clearly very shady in several different respects, so he can't do it either. But yeah, I think he just fundamentally misunderstands what she actually needs. Since he's not human, he doesn't really grasp that it's not just about money and wealth and power. You need something more to sustain a relationship besides that. You know, that's not gonna work on its own. And technically speaking, he wouldn't want it to be like that anyway. You know, even if whether he knows it or not, because then he's just gonna get bored if she does turn out to be so shallow and materialistic that that's all she needs, just some money and wealth and some power. You know, that there's not really a deeper person there. So if he's expecting to marry her and be content for like 150 years or 200 years or however long they're gonna live in that shrine world, he's just gonna go broke. He's just gonna grow bored with her eventually, you know, because her spirit's broken at that point. She doesn't really have the depth of the personality or the fighting spirit that she had before. You know, he chose her because she was different. If he really wanted someone who would have been that easily influenced by money and famous, he could have just married any old girl from the village and it would have been fine. You know, they could have gladly accepted it. But Hinako wants something more. She just doesn't know the right path to get it. Okay, we gotta search this place out quickly and then get the hell out of here, because there's too many monsters in this area. So I just want to see if there's any other thing left that we can do. Nope. No, I think it's empty. I wanted to see if there were any other new files or new items or stuff, but no, it's just a house. So we're just gonna move on to our house. Yeah, so it's just like I say, he just has a complete misunderstanding of human beings. Like he's not a monster like the Order's god. He's not this completely savage, monstrous thing, but it's just they make it very, very clear that he's not human, because he just doesn't really understand humanity, you know. Look at that guy standing over there like he's actually gonna do something. I wanted to see if there were any more kits or something like that, but it doesn't look like it, so yeah, we're just gonna move on. We're almost there. That's where we have to go. I don't think we have to fight anyone on our way up there, because all the monsters appear, the big monsters appear during the second round, when she has the wolf arm or the fox arm, whatever. When it's her other self going to the village, that's when they start appearing. So all these, we're just gonna run past them, except for that bandage right there. That we can take. Leave me alone, fool. Just run over there and see our worthless parents off before we massacre them as God, Hinako. God damn, she's tired already? Really? Grab that bandage. This is where we found the original memo about the orders, the missionary they sent, and how he spread White Claudia here. Which of course the order would send a missionary to Japan and he would introduce them to White Claudia and get them hooked on it for life. Of course he would. And it's funny because before the Christians made a mess of things in the town, like their religion was not bad, it was just different. It wasn't bad, it was the Christians persecuting them that made it bad, but then it just got worse over the decades. I guess having to share your town with a whole other religion that you're actively fighting against, that'll do it. That'll make things bad very quick. Look at that tongue fool over there. Put that thing away. Nobody wants to see that glowing tongue. Put that thing away. Radioactive freak. Let's kill this one. God damn, get out of here, fool. You notice you no longer hear the bells chiming when you kill them. So yeah, it's obviously not cursed anymore, it's just a regular sword. There's no bells or anything, no special chimes, nothing, you don't hear anything because there's nothing supernatural about it, it's just a sword now. Look at this one puking all over himself. Get the hell out of here, fool.
Go.
Okay, there's nothing else we have to get, so we can just hurry off to our home, because that one is nasty there. We don't want to mess with him. Just get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, our parents aren't here yet because it's not, I forgot. God damn, back off. I'm just trying to search the area. I forgot we encountered them the second time with the fox arm. So they're not here yet. We do have some yokon. So nice bean paste. I wanted to see if this area... Damn, I guess it is closed off. That sucks. I still have hope we might return here to fight the dragon or whatever it is that's under the town. But I thought it would have opened. I guess not. Like I said, maybe we go there for the final battle with whatever that god is. Will you back off, fools? You know what? I wasn't gonna kill you, but what the hell? You wanted it so badly. Here you go. You wanted the sword that badly. Here you go. Munch on it. Eat this damn sword. Right in the crotch. Eat it. I tried to leave you alone, but no.
It's got my home too.
Hinako, fuck your home. That place is not a home. That's just a house with some freaks in it. Because those parents are worthless and your supposed beloved older sister is worthless too. They're all worthless in there. You just need to burn this place down to the ground. Possibly with everyone inside it. Okay, so it says nothing new, so we can skip this. We can skip that. Find Shu and Rinko. Why would we want to do that? Why would we want to find Rinko?
Hello?
Is this the Shimizu household? Hello! This is Okamoto Fisheries. Thank you for your continued...
Hello?
Yeah, her father traded away all the money he had and got in debt to the local businesses. The fishery is probably one of them. He got so highly in debt that he had to sell his own daughter to pay off the debt, like a scumbag. Just reminds me of those Japanese movies I've seen sometimes. You know, oh, what can we offer? What'll we take if you're the Yakuza? What'll take from you? Oh, well, they'll take your family. They'll either kill them or exploit them. That's the way it works. Gotta sell your own daughter like a piece of ham to satisfy the debt that you accumulated by being an idiot.
Like this?
Give that sushi. Okay, gonna try to do this quick. Since we already know everything we have to do. Oh, thank God we got a shrine there. Yeah, we know everything we have to do already, so... Oh damn, we're low on health. We gotta eat something. Just eat more candy. Just stuff ourselves with candy.
Is this some sort of offering?
I wish she wouldn't repeat that, because it's like you're treating the player like they're 5 years old. Like, come on, we know what it does by now. You don't have to repeat it every single moment. We know the cones and fish and all that crap are offerings. You don't have to repeat it every single moment of every single time we find one. It's a minor... That's a very, very minor quibble on the part of the developers, but I wish they wouldn't do that. Once or twice is fine. Maybe like once every 3 hours or so if you really forget. Alright, let's offer it some soda. What ancient Japanese shrine wouldn't appreciate some soda? You know, some ramune. You know what? What self-respecting Japanese deity wouldn't look at that and go, that's some fine soda right there. That's a totally a class act offering right there. It's a type of offering Ichiban would make in the Yakuza series. If he had to make an offering to an actual god or spirit, he would offer that. He would offer some soda. No doubt about it. That's the type of offering Ichiban would make. I don't know if Kiryu would offer that. He'd probably do something more serious, but... Shu?
Is that you?
You just know Ichiban would offer something stupid like a soda or something.
What's this doing here?
Or he would offer the candy.
This date. I feel like there's something special about it.
Alright, so there's Shu getting tortured, so we know we have to find all the photos. And we got a new puzzle now. I think this is a brand new one. Oh yeah, there we go. It is new. White and black fall battering upon a set of scales. Okay, so the scales are at the bottom again. Yet neither wanted the scales, for what they desired was simply a quiet, great place where they could belong together. Whether we spread or whether we flee or spread our wings and fly is our decision alone, one to make only once we are ready. They had no use for those who towered from the heavens, imposing their will on others. So yeah, that's basically telling you have no use for Kuroyuki at this point. It has to be her decision, regardless of what he wants. Alright, so it seems straightforward. You have the heavens on top, the scales there, and then you have black and white on each side. So that one seems pretty reasonably straightforward. There's a pipe, which we do not need because yeah, the crowbar is better than the pipe, so we can just leave that there. Obviously that's not going to activate until we put the calendar page on it. We know what we have to do pretty much. This is just scrounging around for items.
Why
like this
would
one.
someone put this here?
It's got his own pillow. His own shrine pillow. Worship the holy sushi. Or frog carcass, whatever that is.
When was this taken?
Okay, so now they're all blacked out except for her. Because she's the one that matters. My room. Okay, so that is her room. I didn't notice that before, but it is her actual room. Okay, so obviously you gotta flip everyone upside down. There's Sakuko and Shu. They can stay like that. Rinko, you traitorous bitch. That's gotta be Rinko, right? That can't be her older sister. Those are the parents. Oh yeah, and then we find her portrait, and that one stays upright. So let's flip this one upside down. Or is that her sister? I don't know, man. Is that her sister or is that Rinko? Either way, it sucks because they're both horrible, but one's far more psychotic than the other. Like, Junko just sucks. She's just a bad person, period. Rinko is fucking insane. Rinko's like Joker levels of insane, so there's a huge difference. Married couple's letter. Kimie, tomorrow's the big day. I'm looking forward to seeing Hinako dressed as a bride. I still can't believe she's marrying that rich young man. We won't have to worry about money ever again, and I'm sure Hinako will be happy too. You must feel like her huge burdens be lifted off your shoulders. Let's take life easy now. We can fulfill that dream of yours of going to every onsen in Japan. If there are any other wishes you want to come true, just say the word. It's mom's handwriting from here. Kanta, my dream is to hear you say such sweet words to me directly, not on paper. Man, her father's a piece of shit. He just sold his daughter off to a rich guy for money, and he's all happy about it. I'm sure Hinako will be happy too. Can you imagine what would be their reaction if at the wedding ceremony he turned into a giant fox and showed them what he really was? What would be their reaction then? And what if Hinako said, you know what, I've had enough. She just went with him anyway after they showed him that. She was like, She was like him, it can't be any worse than being here. What would they do? Like, what would be their reaction?
This is my parents' room.
Think they'd be horrified and beg her not to go through with it, or would they just stand back in fear and just say, whatever, there's nothing we can do? She should have changed her outfit though, like going in these tatters around this whole tattered schoolgirl outfit. Like, at least change your shirt, girl. At least change your shirt and look somewhat nice, instead of being all bloody and exposed. And that's just leaving your back exposed too, with open wounds, from what it looks like, non-healing wounds. So you always gotta check the corners, because since it's different in every playthrough, I don't know, we don't know if there might be enemies inside. We're gonna replace the axe eventually. We're gonna use this one because remember, we can come back. So we're gonna use the axe first. Once it breaks, we'll come back to this room across from the photos and we'll replace it for the boss battle. And oh yeah, I forgot, one of the reasons that Pregnant Monster hits much harder here is because we are playing on hard. That's why it causes so much damage. More candy. What does Arari taste like in real life? Where's our menu? Let's see. Oh, it's a small crispy rice cracker. Pleasant crunch makes it never boring to eat. That's because it tastes like nothing, right? It just tastes like a rice cake. Just tastes like nothing. God damn, more soda. You know what, screw it. Let's just eat one of those. Take some, drink one of those. Take some Ramune in. This box has some sort of seal on it. Then open it. What are you waiting for? Ugh. Why would she not open it? There's gotta be something in there. Why is it? Do we have to solve the puzzle first? What if we stare at it? Oh, maybe her double will give us something to let us open the box. Yeah. You know, when she confronts her other self, maybe she'll give us something. Now that we did offer the brooch, maybe she'll give us something to replace it with. And we can confront the, we can open up the box. Okay, so we cleared this place. We noticed there's nothing else here. So we gotta go put the calendar page over there, so we can open up the next area. Gotta remember the hammers here before we leave. We still gotta come back to that area anyway, because that's where the photos are. So we gotta hang the other ones, but I gotta remember it's still there. Here comes the Freak Brigade.
My house. What the hell's happening?
It looks like it's pretty much merged with her house and Shu's house and Sakuko's house and all the Maybe even wrinkles. Like, it looks like it's just merged. You know, so it's a combination of all their houses at this point, not just hers. Maybe even Kotoyuki's house, because there's some rooms in there she says she doesn't recognize, and they're huge. So I'm thinking those are his house where he used to live back when he was a human being. Now he lives in the shrine world, but he's not out pursuing young women. Damn, we got 8 bandages and 3 health kits. That's way too much. We cleared up some space. We know we're gonna use some of those toolkits for to repair probably the axe. Oh hell no. No, I mean the sledgehammer. The axe is the one we're gonna replace. I hate that move. Back off, you weirdo. That's useless. Why would you do that without putting a QTE to let you avoid it? You should have some way to back it off, because otherwise it's just annoying. You know, you should... God damn, she's still not dead? Oh no, that's a different one. Oh. Oh, it's this fucking jackass. I was about to say, what happened there with that blood spill? Oh, it's because of him. Oh, perfect example. We can use the axe. Perfect. Get rid of him. Hit him again. And again. Okay, there we go. It's slowly whittling down. So yeah, once it reaches the point where it breaks, we'll go back and get the other one. We know the sword won't break anytime soon, so we're safe there. More chocolate to offer the gods. So it looks like, aside from that one file from, well, two, no, it was just one. It was the mother and the father. Aside from that one file, it looks like we stopped finding new ones. Isn't it funny how I thought this playthrough would be like a bunch of scenes stitched together, you know, because I didn't want to replay the whole game, and now we're actually pretty much just playing the game regularly. Since it's so close to the end, there's no point in trying to just stitch it together. We might as well just play regularly all the way to the end, because there's absolutely no point now. So we're this close in. There's no point in cutting it off and then having to turn it back on to record if we find some new discoveries that we didn't see before. So we might as well just keep playing normally until the end. More soda. The Japanese gods love soda, right? They love their Ramune. Honestly, Kotoyuki probably drinks this stuff, and he was a kid once. He remembers what it was like, so he probably drinks that stuff all the time too. It's not like it'll do anything to him being a god and all. It's not like he can develop diabetes from drinking the soda. Although, wouldn't that be something?
I had always thought that that's just how things are. So, when the offer for an arranged marriage came up, I thought, now it's my turn.
Why did you choose to marry someone you didn't know?
Well, our parents talked and brought in a matchmaker. And I was introduced to someone they felt was a good fit for me. Even though I had only just met this person, I could tell we would get along well. Marrying for love is nice, but love is blind. Once you're family, it's too late to worry about issues you have with your spouse.
I still don't understand what you and other women are talking about.
You want to have a happy marriage and lead a happy life, right?
That's where you're wrong. That's probably where me and everyone else are different.
Different? How?
I don't think being happy is what matters most. I mean, I do want to be happy, but there's something more important than that.
And what's that?
Making my own decisions. I don't want people to make me happy. I want to choose to be happy. Even if I end up miserable. If it's because of what I chose on my own, then it's all worth it. People always say a woman's happy when she has a dependable husband and a bunch of kids. I don't care if I never experience any of that for the rest of my life. What's most important to me is not whether or not I'm happy, but if I can choose my own fate.
I have to admit, that all sounds like an unrealistic ideal to me. But I don't think you're wrong about what you're saying. In another 100 years, no, perhaps sooner than that, there will come a time when true happiness is choosing your own path, no matter the outcome. I obviously can't live in that world, but I hope you can, Hinako.
Happiness is choosing your own path, no matter the outcome. Not choosing your own path is the opposite of happiness. I won't be told what to do. My choices are my own.
She is such a tool, Junko. God damn. You tell her, Hinako. She is such a tool. She just goes along with whatever they want. Whatever they want for her, that's what she does. She just has no free will of her own. Hinako's the only girl in Japan that has any common sense at that period in time. It's so sad and depressing, but Jesus, Junko is such a fucking tool. Like she is like a porcelain doll. Like anything they tell her to do, she does it. She has no free will of her own whatsoever. Hinako makes an interesting point too. Like most people would settle for happiness. She wants to make her own decisions, even if it leads to her being miserable. Which can happen depending on the ending, obviously. Obviously in the one where she kind of turns against Koroyuki, he's not going to marry her at that point. Even if she goes back, it's too late, but at least she made her own decision instead of going along with him and what he wanted. He was telling her, oh, I'm rich and powerful and influential all for you, and it's like she didn't ask for any of that in the first place, my guy. Maybe if he had approached her as a reasonable, regular human being, even though he's not, but maybe if he had just approached her as a reasonable man, she would have been interested, and you wouldn't have had the complications you did, because from that point on, it's coming from a place of honesty. You know, there was a way for him to approach her, even despite being what he is, you know, which is a human hybrid or maybe an outright deity. There was a way for him to approach her in which he could have gotten her to fall in love with him, and it would have appealed to her marrying him. But he just chose completely the wrong path. And the fact that I think he actually manipulated the father to get her and get him in that position where he would sell Hinako to her actually makes it worse. Like I said, it's not his fault the father got into debt like an idiot, but like that one memo said, the Tsunekis always strive. They always wait for the time when things are, you know, experiencing misfortune, and they thrive on that. And I think in his case, like I said, he waited for the exact right moment when Hinako's father made a horrible decision and sunk the entire family into debt. He waited for him because he was like, oh, now you let me marry Hinako, I'll give you all the money you need, and that's it. You can buy your way out of debt. And the father, being a stupid man, obviously fell for that. So it's just that just makes it worse. The fact that he very likely manipulated the whole situation, even if they don't stay here outright. He probably manipulated that whole situation to get his hands on her. Even though he claims to love her, it's just one gigantic ball of a mess of manipulation from everyone. Project from our class, my future self, Shimizu Hinako. The canvas is blank, but even now, imagining the countless possibilities of what I could fill this all this blank space with makes me excited. That's interesting. The fact that she didn't know it because she doesn't know what she wants to pursue in life. Judging by how well she fights, she should probably go into sports and become like a kendo representative or something at the Olympics, or run track or something. That seems to be what makes her happiest. The athletic stuff. So maybe that's what she should do. Just become an athlete. Represent Tokyo in the Olympics. And did you hear like Junko's estimation? Oh, maybe in 100 years, like she has no faith whatsoever in society. And I get that because society's still pretty bad, but Jesus, 100 years? Like, it doesn't even occur to you, not even for a little bit, that society 10 years or 15 years from now might go, hey, you know what, maybe this is wrong. It's wrong to keep women down and tell them they have to be useless little dolls to just marry a husband. Like, it doesn't even occur to her that things could change within 10 or 15 years, within the lifespan, you know, of like just one kid's lifespan could see a whole bunch of change. Like, she just accepts it as it is. Here comes this bastard. Just like we accept this guy's a freak and we gotta deal with him as quickly as possible, so that he doesn't put his glowing tongue on us. Thing's radioactive too, probably. God damn, more freaking things to trade. Well, might as well get hopped up on candy again. It's worked for us so far. Just rot our teeth. Well, I guess it's made from, I was gonna say just rot our teeth eating the candy, but I guess it's made from rice crackers, so it should be alright. Emphasis on should. Who the hell's this bastard behind us? Who else wants the blade?
I feel like I've seen this photo before.
Who else wants it? Who else wants the blade from Samurai Hinako?
I can't remember.
Oh, it's you. There you go. Their long hair reminds you of Alessa a bit, among other things. Also, obviously, their girl from The Ring. Sadako, is that what her name is? I know she has a different name in the Japanese films than she does in the Americans. Oh no, Sadako's her Japanese name. Samara's the American one. Okay. I've never watched the American, actually. I've just seen lots of scenes of it, but I've never really actually. I've only watched the Japanese one, Ringu. Oh, hell no. It was okay, but very, very slow. Back off, fool. God damn. There's nothing in there. Here we go. It cannot fit through doors.
I used to play with this all the time.
Left Hinako and right Hinako. So she was always struggling with her identity, even as a younger girl. The pills just made it worse. Thanks to Shu. Good old Shu. Courtesy of him,
Looks like this
we started
opens
experiencing our alternate self as an actual hallucination. Or an actual other entity deep in our psyche. So I know there's a theme to the puzzles, but I don't really know what it is. And like obviously it represents the stations, I guess, in her life. Like which side does Foxmask take, which side does her mother take, but I don't really get the symbolism from this one, so there we go.
What's this?
And we're out of here. We are out of there. Oh, I think that's where the I think that's where the creature is. Is there anything in there worth pursuing? Is that thing following us all the way back here? Really? The gods are getting their fill of Japanese soda. Pretty much, like, we're just selling them loads and loads of Japanese soda. So drink up, guys. We're gonna save because I want to take a look at that corner over there where the monster is. If there's nothing there, we get stuck. We're just gonna reload. I just want to see if there's anything there. I don't like leaving it there as a blank spot. So we're just gonna see if there's anything worth picking up, and if there isn't, god damn. Let it move back so that we can actually pass through the hallway. I just want to see, is there anything worth picking up in there? Because if there isn't, you just avoid it. Let's see. Okay, there's a T. Is that it? Got some chocolate. Oh yeah, there's nothing in here. Okay, so yeah, there is nothing there, just tea. Which we immediately sell to the shrine. Take that chocolate. Alright, yeah, there's nothing in there. There's nothing worth getting whatsoever in that place, so let's just go over to the third area and bid these guys goodbye. I know we have to pass through that area one more time probably, but we are not fighting them if we can help it. There's one in there. You thought you got me, bitch, but you're too slow.
Is it dead?
There's the hair, the scalp. Is that Rinko's? Sakugo's? Whose hair is that? Junko's? Someone's missing their scalp. Need to report a lost hair. Still with the flesh attached. Nope. Too fast. Yep, the sword does not decay as long as you hold down focus. I mean, yeah, focused. Best Omamori in the game. Because it means your medium and light weapons suffer no damage. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work for the heavy ones. It says we can only block. God damn. Screw that guy. Screw that asshole. That one's locked. Okay, here's the wax figure we can get.
My diary?
That giant ball of wax.
There's something inside.
Looks more like an organ or something. Nothing in the drawer. It won't open. What is this bird pattern? That's a new one, right? That wasn't there before. Huh. That's pretty interesting. Usually we get the bird door over here. Is it random? Maybe. Maybe it's random. To each playthrough, I guess it just shifted sides. Oh, we got an Emma. Nice. Oh, we would get these bastards. Here we go. Axe time. Let's ask it a question. God damn. Stupid ass red mist vines. Those are not the red vines we need. And of course the other one would go wandering off, and now we got this one to worry about. Remember, we still got the axe in the other section. God damn. So we cannot step on it, or we immediately get grabbed. It's so annoying that we have to wait to counter it. Come on. Tanky motherfucker. Might as well finish it off. The axe is almost destroyed, so we might as well finish it off. Alright, it's dead. They're finally dead, so now we can go grab the axe when we return to the first section. Oh, there's a tube we need for the kitchen. Let's unlock this door because we know the creepy guy's in here. I still don't know what this signifies other than he's just watching us. I guess it's just this game's version of the Eileen head from Silent Hill 4. It's just implying it's always watching us. Maybe it represents society. It's always watching her, waiting for her to make a wrong move. Who knows? There's the tube that we need. And a toolkit. What can we get rid of? Oh, we're a long way from the shrine. Let's get rid of the soda then. Oh no, we can use the soda. There we go. Nice, we restored our sanity and we left one space open for the collectible. Okay, so we got the tube, we got pretty much everything. Now we can just proceed over to the other place. And now that our axe is gone, we can pick up the other one.
Is this really my house?
Yeah, this seems like it might be Kuroyuki's house or Shu's or someone else. It's all a blend of all their different houses. God damn, more Yokon. Might as well, right? Might as well. There's no point in wasting it. Oh, here's another one. God damn. That lasted all of 5 seconds before we need to use another item. God damn. So annoying. Yeah, that combat system does not work in confined spaces and corridors. When you're really packed in tight with the enemy, it does not work as anticipated. Because it's just too easy for them to hit you and too hard for you to hit them. Let's use the chocolate as much as I don't want to. Let's use it because we can use it to recover our sanity. And create some space for this one. Oh, look at that. It's the doll. It's over there. You see it in the corner? I didn't notice it before. I wonder if it was always there. You see it right there? In between the crack in the door and the side panel. Look at it. It's right there. I wonder if that's why you can't enter it. Like people said, it's the door that you could easily knock over the vase and enter, but Hinako says it's blocked. I think she just doesn't want to confront the doll. Now that I see it there, it makes sense why you can't open it. That's where the doll is safely hiding. So obviously you can't expose it to all the monsters and stuff outside. That's its secret hiding spot. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need something to open up that bird door. I guess it switched positions. Yeah, switch places from before, so let's go open up this section and do everything we need to. I don't think there's anything in this room, right? In the middle one? We're gonna save because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna charge that guy. Once he goes back there, I'm gonna run past him, open up the door, and see if it opens. If it's locked, we'll just run back to the We'll just run back to the Rio exit. And if we get in trouble, we'll just reload. So let's wait until he goes all the way back. I was about to say, he better not come over here. He better stay in his own place. Yeah. How close are we? Oh, hell no. This whole ass, Hinako. There we go, safety. Yeah, so for future reference, in Lost in the Fog difficulty, that door does not have anything we need to check out. There's no reason to go there. Okay, yeah, so now we can pick up the axe. We can put the photo. We can go to the kitchen. We can do a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I think the kitchen might be in the second one. Yeah, the kitchen's in the second one. Let's go grab the axe real quick. God damn it. They would put this bastard here, wouldn't they? Look at that Matrix Neo dodge. Back off, fool. Damn, we have to run all the way back there to get away from him. Now, where's that axe? Give it to me. Yeah, not that way. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, where'd the axe go? Did it disappear? No, it's right there. Here we go. Okay, let's put in the other photo. Hung the picture frame on the wall. There we go. Easy. We got 2. Need 1 more. Whoa, the dragon's getting angry. I'm guessing that's what that is. Okay, so we got the axe, we got this. Now we gotta go back to the kitchen. Oh wait, the kitchen is over here. I just didn't open it. Never mind, we don't have to go back to the second... to the second section. We can just go over here. Here we go. So it was just partially closed. Not locked, closed. We didn't open it before. Let's use the tube with the wax. Let's burn that wax. Okay, and we got the brooch. Okay, no, we got the fletching key. Okay, so now we have to go over to the third section. Really? Back off. Okay, so the ones covered in flowers only appear like in the fog world. I mean, the shrine world. And in places where things are really messed up. Normally you just get the regular ones. Let's sell some of this Higashi. And we're gonna use up one of the Yokons. And we're gonna sell the other one. Clear up some space. We got plenty of bandages and toolkits.
Does something go here?
Okay, we need one more. Okay, so the bird door, yeah, it is in the third one. Just run past these freaks. Jesus, so many of them. And there's another one waiting for us. God damn. What is your freaking problem, man? With his pregnant belly. That monster's all sorts of disturbing. Damn, so even though we didn't want to, we had to kill him anyway just to get out of there. Screw that one, we're not messing with that one. Oh, look at this one.
Would you come over here? I would like to correct some of your assumptions.
Assumptions?
I know that you think that I am too weak, that I smooth things over and never stand up to your father.
No,
Your father can be ill-tempered sometimes, I know. But really, he's just shy and acting strong in front of his daughters.
Then what about the times he yelled and threw things across the room?
You don't know this, but your father had a long time dream. He wanted to open a small shop with a friend.
He did?
Yes.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Your father had a friend who was very dear to him from his time on the boat. He always said how they were as close as brothers. But one day, something must have happened. He took all of your father's money, and he disappeared.
What?
I'm sure he had his own reasons for what he did. He really did seem like a nice person. Your father, he was very hurt by that betrayal, and he couldn't keep his anger inside. But even so, he would always apologize after he calmed down. And yet, he was reluctant to come off as a weak father. You should know what pride means to a man.
But still, that's no excuse for the pain he caused.
Yeah, it's a load of bullshit. That's bullshit.
I know you think that a married woman is supposed to subject herself to her husband's abuse. But you know, married women aren't as weak or helpless as you think we are. Your father might put on a tough face in front of you too, but when you're not around, he's a whole different man. Your mother and father, got into a big fight once.
Really? I never knew that.
That time, I completely ignored him until he came to apologize. I acted normally when you two were around, of course. Not only that, I made his meals out of all the food that he hates. And for the tea that I gave him, I wrung dirty rags into it.
Ugh.
You did? I don't believe
Ew.
it.
Your father, he caved in just 3 days. After you and Junko went to bed, he bowed low right over there, head to the floor.
Dad did that? Really?
Sure he did. Whenever your father and I got into a serious argument, he knew that against me, he never had a chance. But Hinako, that was just how life went with the two of us. I am sorry for making you worry. I am so sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I truly am.
Yeah, nice story there. Kimiya, he's still a scumbag, in my view.
Thank you for telling me all of it. Mom.
I wonder if that really happened, or if that was real, if that's just something she imagined she'd want her mother to say. Or maybe it was a conversation they had before the wedding, just before. She's still trying to sell her on the idea of marriage there. But it still doesn't excuse the dad for acting like a jackass like that. Letter from my uncle, Kanta. I should be brief and to the point. It is very unfortunate about Kimiya. I'm sorry. I understand why you would want her to go ahead with the surgery. But surgery can do more harm than good. Remember how mother never properly recovered after hers? I understand how you feel, I really do, but please reconsider before taking on debt for an operation that might not even make her better. Wouldn't Kimiya rather you try to enjoy the time you have left together? Also, he's saying that the money was partly for an operation to help his wife or whatever she's suffering from, but then we also know he did lose the money for the business he had. Or was it all a lie all along? He was trying to protect them in his own stubborn way. Either way, you need to talk it out with Kimiya first. Knowing you, you probably haven't said a word this to her yet, have you? I can't cover the whole operation, but I'll send what little I have to spare. Buy Kimiya something nice with it. Got it? Shotaro. That sounds familiar. Is there a character named Shotaro somewhere? Okay, so basically saying that maybe at least part of it, if not all of it, wasn't actually because he lost his business. It was to try to help her get that operation. I'm guessing it's some type of cancer, right? That's what the board said. So they're making it out to be not a scumbag, but he's still treated his daughters pretty crappy. You know, selling her to a man he doesn't even know. A man that we now know, obviously from what we've seen, is not even a man at all. He's a spirit. Because if it really was for her, why not take her aside and say that, you know, it's not really because I lost my business or whatever. It's because there's some issues that I'm dealing with that you don't need to know right now, but we desperately need the money. Like, you could have tried some other way to you know carry across the fact that he did need the money, and it wasn't just selfishly because he lost the business and was heavily in debt. Like, there were other things he could have done or said to alleviate the burden. Like, he's still treating his daughters like shit, in particular Hinako. So I don't know, let's see where this leads. It does make sense that there will be things about the situation that Hinako and Junko didn't know, but he still comes across as an asshole. We'll see if he can fully redeem himself by the end of this. Because regardless of the circumstances, the fact remains he did basically sell her to a rich man for money. Regardless of what the actual cause is, that he still committed that. So there's no way to actually undo that. Especially considering that rich man is actually more powerful than any normal human man. So he really screwed her over by not consulting her first. You know, and even if he did mention it to her, he was still forcing her into the relationship. Okay, so we got the last one. Yeah, I think we just gotta dodge that one guy and then go place it over there. I don't think we have to fight him. Just gonna dodge him. And that one too. I am not fighting that thing. Hell no. Scales. Oh shit, we forgot the secret box. Now that I read that, that's the secret box from the school, but we forgot the other box too. It was near the paintings, right? Near the photos. Enter the room. Oh, maybe she'll give us something to open it. The one that's locked and we can't really open it. Maybe she'll give us something. I forgot where it was. I know the axe was here. Oh, I think it might be in this room, right? Near the no, wait, that's the kitchen. Okay, so that's the kitchen. The axe was here. Oh, is it in between? Is it in the room with the paintings? I mean, the photo is in between here. Yeah, because I don't think we have anything to open that box with, right? Okay, so white and black atop the scales. Yet neither wanted the scales. Oh, maybe we can turn this one backwards. Let's see. No, it's already backwards. Belong together. Belong together. Hmm. Yeah, this puzzle always baffles me in terms of how to solve it. I'm not really sure. I think I have an idea, and then sometimes I realize I don't get it. The part that's tricking me is belong together. A quiet, simply gray place. So them having no use for this one means it's blank. Belong together. Let's see. We did that one already. Maybe switch these two? Yeah, I don't get it. I do not understand it. Like, how are we supposed to like, how are we supposed to put them together? Put it here? Yeah, that hint is very, very vague. White and black. So I figured since they don't want the scales would be blank. And then the heaven one would be blank. I do not get how this works. Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up because I have no idea how this works, and I don't want to be stuck here for 10 minutes more trying to solve it. We're just gonna look it up. Scales puzzle. Silent OF. Here we go. I'm just gonna look it up. No, wait, that is not the scales is the one in the room. Now what we want is the crest puzzle. The scales just part of it. What we want is the crest. Here we go. My room puzzle, crest guide. I just want to see the hint for it, the logic for it. Oh, okay, I see. I see where I messed up. So these are right. It is white and left. Okay, these are right. These are the ones that are switched. And since they said they had no use for the heavens, so yeah, the heavens supposed to be in the bottom, and then you put the scales on the top. There we go.
What was that about?
I was misreading it. Yeah, I was just misreading it because I didn't understand. I thought it said had no use for it, so I thought you just had to flip it to the blank side and that was it. I didn't realize you had to put it below them since they were soaring above it in the puzzle. That's why it's below. It's below the white bird and the black bird. You have to put it beneath those two. Let's see if we get something to open up that box over there. Pine tree emblem. Wooden badge with engraved pine tree design.
Hinako, can we talk?
What do you want?
I wanted to apologize to you.
For what?
I've been a horrible father. For the longest time, I yelled at you, scared you. I'm sorry.
You're apologizing for that now? You think that's just gonna erase what you did? You made us all suffer for so long!
He did.
You seriously think that gets you off the hook?
No, I know it's not enough. I know. You can't forgive me. I understand, I truly do. But please, at least let me apologize. It's okay if you don't forgive me.
Huh? You're just apologizing because you want to feel better about yourself! I won't have it! Get out of here! Even now, I'm terrified that you might blow up and throw a knife at me again.
I'm sorry. I believed that a proper father should be feared by his children.
That is bullshit.
Oh, there's no taking it back now, is there? Get out. Get out of my life! Listen to him. He's actually apologizing. Whether or not we forgive him is up to us. Even so, I think it's important for us to hear him out. At least he is sorry. Why should it matter to me if he's sorry? Because he's family. You heard Mom, right? Dad was betrayed by a friend. He was suffering. Oh, he was suffering, so I'm just supposed to forgive him? I won't! I refuse! Yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't have to forgive him. And you don't have to listen to any of his excuses or apologies either. But still, like it or not, he's family. And so, even if you can't let it go, just let him speak. He's still our father, and we're still his daughter. Maybe Mom could forgive him for what he's done, but I can't! I won't! You know that you and I are bound to Dad by ties of blood. That Mom and Dad don't share that bond. Mom's only bound by marriage, yet she still listened to him. She even had the courage to forgive him. We should listen to him. His own flesh and blood should be willing to hear him out. I know you're scared of him. I'm scared too. I know you can't forget what he did, and maybe he doesn't deserve a clean slate. But please, I'm begging you to listen to him. Not just for his sake, but for your sake too. Please, just listen.
If what I did taught you to fear men, to never trust them, then I was a poor teacher. I might be hopeless, but not all fathers are. Kotoyuki isn't like me. He is an upstanding young man. He can give you a good life, a happy life. I'm sure of it. Your old friend Shu is a respectable man too. I always thought that two of you could build a happy home together. But no, how I feel about any of it is beside the point. It's your choice to get married or not. And I'll support your choice. I don't expect you to forgive me. But I want you to be free of this curse of mine. I just want you to be happy. I'm so sorry.
Oh boy, if you knew more about Koroyuki. So he did try to give her a choice at the very end.
And I still don't forgive you. But at least I finally understand you.
She's looking rough around the midsection. Okay, so yeah, so he did give her a choice at the very end, basically. I'm guessing that was right before her wedding date, at the very end. After Dad saved up enough money from fishing, he decided to start up a restaurant with his longtime friend, someone who was like a little brother to him. That friend, in quotation marks, however, stabbed him in the back and ran off with all his money, leaving him with nothing but debt. Apparently that's when things really started heading south for my dad. I mean, I do sympathize with him, but his past is his problem, not mine. And it definitely doesn't excuse him for making every day a living hell for me. When it's just him and my mom, he apologizes for the life of poverty he's forced us into due to his debts. According to Mom, there's nothing more shameful in this world than a father than letting his daughter see his weak side. If he acts the way he does to me, just to hide something as dumb as that, and I think I might just go crazy right now. This house is theirs. It has nothing to do with me. I was just born here. I may be Hinako the little bird, but I have wings of my own. And if he doesn't care about how I want to live my life, then I'll just spread my wings and fly away. Wherever I choose to go will be entirely up to me. Junko says that she is happy, but I just don't get it. Neither she nor my mom ever look happy. Then again, when I tell her about my ideas of happiness, she just says that those don't sound very happy to her at all. What matters most to my sister are results. What matters most to me is choice. Even if it's what makes my sister happy, if I can't make my own choices, I will be unhappy forever. But if what makes me happy doesn't give my sister the results she wants, and she will be unhappy. Though our concepts of happiness may differ, I think as sisters we can respect each other's version of it and take comfort when we know the other has found it. Yeah, because if Junko's letting everyone around her decide all her decisions for her, then she's never going to have any input. So she's just going to go through life just being one person's pawn or another. Like it's just she's not really living for herself. She's making everyone make her decisions for her. It's like she's a doll. Like it mentions in the Fox wedding ending, she's just a doll. My mom smiled through tears of joy when Junko got married. Was she really so happy to be sending her daughter off to suffer the same fate as her? Did she raise her just to be beaten and abused by some man? What even is a bride price anyway? What did they make a profit of for Junko getting married? Did they get more money because they taught her to cook and sew? Where I won't learn those things. You won't make a single yang off of me. I won't be like my mother. Not now, not ever. Yeah, it's like a dowry, which is I know if in some certain like African and Asian cultures, it's like a customary traditional thing, or you pay the family in exchange for them letting you marry your daughter. But it still comes across almost like a form of slavery or indentured servitude. Why did my mother even marry him in the first place? How could anyone possibly call themselves happy to be happy, having to spend their entire life with someone like him? Mom once told me a husband and wife support each other for the whole of their lives in sickness and in health. You see, it took me a long time to recover after giving birth to you. I caused your father a lot of trouble with my mood swings, but no matter how much I complained, he stood by me through it all without so much as a frown. I know he may not have turned out to be much of a father to you girls, but all in all, he's been a good enough husband to me. That's messed up too. The fact that that's the only thing that matters to her, that he was a good husband to her supposedly, and not how he treated the two girls. That's messed up as hell. Okay, so where's that mystery box? I want to find to see if we can open it. I think we should be able to go back. I know we have to go over here and fight them. I wonder how that boss fight is gonna go. Is it gonna stay the same, or is it gonna change? But damn, I really should have remembered where that box is, because now I can't find it. Okay, so it's not in here. It's not in here. Maybe the middle room? Oh, here we go. This box has some sort of seal on it. Why can't we open it? Because I don't want to leave this area, because once we do, there's no turning back. We're never going to come into the house again. So is it something that we have to open? Or is it something that we can't open as a result of us making the choice that we did to give the brooch? Like, is it something that's out of our reach now? This box has some sort of seal on it. Let's type in that very phrase to see what pops up. Because again, if it's something useful, I want to get it while we're still here. Because once we do the boss fight, there's no turning back. It's the end stage of the game. Ah, okay, I see. I see what happens. According to Google, for whatever that's worth, it's you need the brooch to open it. So it's because we already gave the brooch, it's out of our reach. All it has is just a dire revenge, which seen already, where she said she was gonna destroy the whole house. We saw that already. And then it also has an Emma to upgrade, but we already have 2 of those. Okay, so that's all I wanted to know. That is all I needed to know, because I just wanted to make sure we weren't going to miss out on anything important. But now that we know, we can just go back. Yeah, all it has inside is literally just the diary and the Emma, so nothing critical. So yeah, we can't find any more of those boxes because we cannot open them. So if there's another one left, it's going to remain unopened. Okay, so we have 10,000. So we're gonna draw 2 more Omamori, see what we get. Greatly increases damage inflicted to stun enemies. I guess that might be useful for New Game Plus. Lost in the Fog difficulty, we hit him with a counter and then we hit him with that and it makes more damage. I guess it might be useful. Slightly restores max sanity after a perfect dodge. I guess. That one kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, that one kind of sucks. Okay, so since we have 2 ammo, we're gonna upgrade. Let's see, what's our health looking like? It's full, but we can upgrade it. We can also upgrade our sanity, so let's use the health. I wonder if that's the last limit we get. Like, can we not upgrade any more after that or not? I think not stamina. I think sanity might have one more left because it's at 1400. So I think there might be maybe one more level left for sanity to upgrade after this. I don't remember when we how far did we go as far as stamina and the Omamori slots. I think stamina topped out like at 2000 faith points, right? Oh well, let's try it out. If we get a trophy, we'll know we're at the max upgrade. Your prayers were heard, you now have more health. Yeah, cannot increase any further, so let's upgrade this one too. Oh no, that one still has another one available. Okay, so yeah, we still have one more level left of sanity before we can get that trophy for fully upgrading. So our health is at max. Oh yeah, our health is at max. Stamina is at max, so the only thing we have left is sanity. So I'm guessing we might either find one in the Shrine World, or else we'll do it in New Game Plus. We're gonna save. We're gonna save because I think after this boss fight, that's gonna be it for tonight. Because once we get past the boss, we'll be in the very last section of the game. You know, screw you guys. The hell with those guys. God, you son of a bitch. We just had to get that last swipe in, you jackass. After we fully upgraded our health too.
It's made its way in here.
Lousy jackass, he just had to swipe us like that. We won't heal right away. I guess we'll heal during the battle to make it count. Got another toolkit. How's our hammer looking? Okay, it's not bad. There's a baseball bat. We don't need that. Scribble all over. Oh, this is new. Here we go. I wonder what's new about it. Let's see. Because so far it's the same. There's Rinko with her charred ass. She deserved that though.
Why did it have to come to this?
It's Hinako, she's back! About time! We've been waiting for you! Hinako! You are late! Finally! We're about to get started here! What did you say? Do it, Gata! You're the best! Okay then. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to witness a master with a blade! Yo!
Alright, here we go.
We don't have a choice.
Oh, she's stronger now. Okay, so it's... I was about to ask, what was so different about that? It seemed almost the same, but those last two lines were different. So I guess now she's seeing them as something different. It's not really the parents. Something's like taking control of them.
Stop making me fight my own mother and father!
Where do you think you're going?
Stop this right now!
How dare you take this attitude? You did show some gratitude. We raised you. Don't you dare give me that look. Is that how you treat your father?
Apologize to your father!
Where do you think you're going?
Why are you doing this, Hinako?
Damn, that was a heavy one. Oh, we got it. Just shut up for once, Dad. Trophy earned. I wonder what's because we defeated him on hard mode, or it's because we defeated all 4 versions of him, pretty much. Oh wow, so yeah, the fight, I guess if you killed... Oh, I think it's because if you kill him first, the fight just ends. If you kill him. Since he's the main one responsible, you don't have to kill her at all, or even harm her. You can just kill him and the fight just ends. So I guess she's starting to realize that was like some supernatural force possessing them, pretty much. I wonder how much of the fog world they're really seeing too. Like, is it all her that only she's the one that sees it, and maybe Shu and Rinko, or do they see it as well? All right, let's watch this one more time, just to hear the squishing grape sound when that thing kills him. Damn, look at all that juice. That's some really nice detailed work on her face. I can see why Digital Foundry was so impressed with this game, even though it is a bit janky in some respects.
Please, drink this.
Okay, so this one's still the same. Okay, so we're in the home stretch of the game, so obviously we're not going to be able to finish the game now, but when we do so next time, we're going to finish it, because this is the last section. We just do the puzzles here, go back to the town, and then I'm guessing this time we'll confront the actual true final enemy of the game, which I assume is that god slash creature that is under the town. What they call a water dragon, but I'm guessing it's probably not a water dragon. It's probably some other eldritch monstrosity that the Fox Mask is also trying to fight too at the same time as he's doing this. So yeah, either way, we'll confront it next time. Okay, there's no shrine there, so we do have to go to the main panel and save. Unknown area. Also, there's one right here. I guess we can say right here. I wonder how many Omomoris there are before you get the trophy. You got to get all of them pretty much from the box to get the trophy, but I wonder how many of them are left. We might have to pull a few more in Lost in the Fog difficulty later on. Which I'm going to do mostly on my own. Like I said, I'll record the boss fights for that just to see how it goes, but I'm not going to waste time doing a whole separate playthrough for it where we're literally doing this one to see the real ending of the game. So by that point, it's going to be a moot point. You know, there's no point in recording it again. All these different sections when you can just record the boss fights to see them for comparison, how much harder they are than the hard difficulty bosses. If they even are hard. You know, because with all the Omomoris we're stacking, they might actually be easier than these. It might actually be a piece of cake compared to these because we'll have even more resources next time. Let's see, does this still lead to the puzzle with the panel? You know, the wall. Oh yeah, there it is right there. The wall with the huge mural. So yeah, never mind. We're going to save again. Just so we can save inside the room. It's 4:26 a.m. so I better be going. We've played almost 40 hours, but we know it's actually way longer than that because that's only counting one save file. So yeah, we're in the final stretch of the game. We're in the home stretch. Not much left to do except do this panel. You know, go through the town one more time, and then I guess we're gonna fight the end boss and see what it's really like. I have not looked at any images or snapshots or anything because I want to be surprised. I don't want to spoil myself on what it is, so I'm assuming it's going to look somewhat like a dragon, but probably a lot more monstrous, obviously due to the Silent Hill factor. I'm not really liking where some of it is going as far as that one conversation about how it's important that they share blood, because you know that's still the way the person acts and whether they respect you or not is more important than whether you share blood with them or not. You know, you can share blood with someone and have them be the most odious, despicable person alive. I have plenty of experience with that. There are some relatives in our family that we will not talk to under any circumstances because they're pure and utter shit regardless of the shared blood. So I didn't really like that part of the conversation between the two Hinakos, but I get what she was trying to say and I get what the writer's trying to say, especially in Japan where it is considered pretty much sacred to have a familial bond. I can understand how it's a much more of an Eastern concept than a Western one, whereas here it's more about, or at least it's supposed to be more about how the person treats you, not whether they're related to you. Because she was trying to make the point, oh, the mother doesn't share blood and she was able to forgive him or at least listen to him, so why can't you? But at the same time, like, yeah, she wasn't treated nearly as badly as by him as Hinako was, so it makes sense that she can forgive him regardless of whether he's her father or not. It just doesn't make sense to excuse away all the stuff that he did, even if he was dealing with a lot of stress from losing his money and then, you know, the wife developing an illness and stuff like that. Like, it was still no excuse for what he did. But other than that one conversation, yeah, it's like I said, it's still a pretty fine, incredibly well written story. So I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes in these last few moments of the game and how it all ends. That ending better be good though, because after making us play the game 4 different times, you better give us one hell of an ending. So hopefully it's not crap. Hopefully it's a pretty good ending. But that's it for now. I guess we'll finish this when we play next time. But in the meantime, I'm probably gonna do one more video of tomorrow for something else. I don't know, maybe Astrobot, maybe we already did Robocop and Pac-Man. I guess we'll get back to Resident Evil 2 and then maybe we'll finish this out tomorrow. So thank you for watching and I'll see you again next time. Probably for the last time on Silent Hill F on the PS5. See you later, everyone.